Hi Sarah, thank you so much for joining me today and doing this testimonial, which I know is going to really help other women who are thinking about joining me for one of my programs. So what first led you to think about joining one of my programs?
Oh, hi Louise. Thank you for asking me to take part in this. The main reasons that I decided to join the program was that I had some long-standing hormonal health conditions. So I'd suffered a lot in the past with endometriosis. I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, and also I've only got one kidney. So when we looked at the program and you were talking about toxins, obviously I've only got one kidney that's filtering all of those out from me. About 18 months ago as well, I had some quite serious health conditions, which led the doctors to actually induce menopause for me. So I have injections every single month that put me in menopause. So it stops all of my natural hormones. And I was finding that over the last few months, I've gained quite a lot of weight. I really wasn't happy with my body. I was storing fat in places that I hadn't before. And it was becoming really, really hard to try and shift that as well. So I hated my body. I didn't like the way I felt. And I was feeling, I was getting I was falling out of love with myself and my body. And I was feeling really down about the future or what that meant, because at the moment I'm only 34 and I didn't want to feel like this for the rest of my life. So that's why I wanted to engage with you when I found out that you were doing this course that was going to reset my hormones and hopefully make me feel a bit better all round.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Sarah. And I think it's really good to also highlight that, I work with women who are younger than 40 who might be experiencing some problems with their hormonal balance. And yeah, it's great to hear your story. So how did things change for you after you started the program?
So things changed quite a lot for me after starting the program. Obviously, in the beginning, you take your before pictures, and I already had a relationship with myself where I didn't like my body very much. So that really focused my attentions on putting everything that I had into the program, looking at my before pictures. I think a lot changed my relationship with food. I think where people naturally have, might have yo-yo diets or try different diet fads, mine was more of a yo-yo eating. So when I feel down or depressed, I don't really tend to eat. I'm not one of those people that eats when they're depressed. I just don't eat. So then when I'm trying to pull myself out of it, I try and make all of my favorite foods to try and engage me with eating again. And all of those foods are generally quite bad. So, pastas and lasagnas and roast dinners and big steaks, all of the kind of things to get me out of that low and get me eating again. So my relationship with food was really all or nothing. So when I started the program and started on the eating plan, it really changed my relationship with food. Also, I was generally skipping breakfast every day, just having a coffee. So the first thing that went out the window was that coffee. I was like, no, I can't put all those toxins in my body. I was having these shakes. I was feeling more energized. And also because I wasn't having a lot of sort of big carbs or anything like that, I was feeling, for instance, after lunch where you get sort of the lull after you've eaten, like that just evaporated. So I didn't get any kind of mind fog. I could focus at work. I just generally felt better on the inside. And obviously I started doing the exercises as well. And the programs I found really good, because where I've been to the gym in the past or tried to do home workouts, I feel like I'd always maybe tried to push myself too much, or just, if you're in a group class, you feel like you've got to keep up with everyone. And where you did your online classes, it was really clear that you do what you can and, do as much as you can and stop and have a break until you're ready to move again. And while you're doing that in the comfort of your own home, you don't feel under pressure. And just having that reassurance that it's okay to have a break and then just start when you can. And that really built over time. I think a lot of classes I've been to in the past, you sort of give up because you think that you're not completing them. Whereas this one, it was like you could do it in a stage that's comfortable for you. And actually, over the course of the program, my strength was getting more. I was getting more stamina. I was eating the right food, so it was giving me more energy. So actually, I did build up over time. And you know, the whole relationship that I had with exercise completely changed. The relationship I had with food completely changed. So the whole thing culminated in me feeling really good about myself.
I'm so pleased to see and hear the progress that you made and what you gained from the program. And just you know, for people who are listening, the type of exercise that you're talking about is the whole work until you can't, rest until you can, which just meets people where they are. And if somebody is really, really unfit, it's still open to them and a possibility for them. And equally, if they are super fit, then it meets them where they are as well. Yeah, it's great to hear how much you have progressed, Sarah. You know, it's brilliant. Could you just share with me a little bit about, you know, your results? So in terms of your weight loss goals, I know that you have so many other things that you've benefited from, which, you know, they're probably the most important things, how we feel and the energy and things like that. But there will be people who would just be interested in, you know, what were your results in terms of your fat loss goals?
Yeah, so when I didn't really have a goal weight as such. I just wanted to look better and feel better in my clothes. And also I was carrying a lot of fat around my stomach and also around my face. I mean, you can see I've got a double chin naturally, but my face was just really round. You couldn't see any definition in any of my cheeks. I was carrying all around the stomach. And also when I put on weight on my legs, I was finding that where a lot of people get, say, like sort of around the bum region or the back, I actually get it on the front of my legs, but not at the top, even by the knees. So you couldn't wear a short skirt or anything. So with my weight loss and fat loss, it actually came really quickly once I changed my behaviors. So once I started doing a little bit more exercise and eating the right foods, the weight just came off me at a remarkable rate. Like, it was totally unexpected. And also through the program, I kept looking in the mirror and I thought, oh, I'm not sure if that much has changed. I'm really not sure. But then when I looked at the before pictures compared to the after pictures, I was absolutely blown away by how much my body shape had changed. Like, I would put on a pair of jeans and think, oh, you know, I don't have to lie on the bed to do them up anymore. But just the way they felt and they fitted, like the way I fit in my clothes now and the way I feel about it is just incomparable. So yeah, I lost inches on my waist. Like, when you look at the before and after pictures, this is in a very short amount of time, just by putting into practice the things that Louise has put on her program. And they've made a huge difference.
And I've seen your before and after pictures, and they are so impressive. You know, you've got some fantastic, phenomenal results. Right, okay, so lastly, Sarah, what would you say to anybody else who was thinking about joining one of my programs?
So I would say to anyone that's thinking about the program, definitely 100% give it a go. Without a doubt, this has changed my life in so many ways. I mean, not just about my physical appearance, but, you know, I've lost the weight, which I am so pleased about. Other things that have changed for me physically are my skin. So I don't know if you can see, but the only makeup I've got on is eyebrows, mascara, and a bit of Vaseline. But I used to have such oily skin, and you can't even see that anymore. My skin is so much better. My hair, I went through a period of time last year where my hair was falling out, and it's just so thick and shiny all the time, down to the changes to my diet. I think, like, by doing this and losing the weight and feeling better in myself, it's actually brought all my confidence back that I had lost through going through the menopause. And that's a massive key thing for me. And actually, that's led to big changes in my life. So I recently applied for a new job that I didn't think I would have any hope of getting because my confidence was so low. and I actually got accepted, and it's my dream job. So having the confidence to do that was all thanks to this program. And I just have a better relationship with myself. So I don't look in the mirror and think, oh God, you know, cover yourself up. Like if I walk by the mirror in my underwear, I don't feel disgusted with myself anymore, or I don't pick out lumps and bumps. Before I used to pick out all the negative things about me, and my mind frame has just completely changed. I'm always looking at the positives now. I'm like, oh, you know, I've got this new job, which is great. I'm really happy with my appearance. I'm really happy with the way I look in clothes. I'm back in some clothes that I couldn't fit into from 2 summers ago. So yeah, I mean, it's not just about the weight. It's definitely about changing your lifestyle and feeling better about yourself. So if that's something that you're hoping to achieve beyond weight loss, then definitely go for it. And if it's just weight loss, I never expected the results I had. So definitely give it a go.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah, and thank you for taking the time to share your experience. I know that this will really help other women who are facing some of the difficulties that you were facing. And yeah, it's great to hear your success story, really fantastic. So thank you so much.
I literally can't thank you enough, Louise. Thank you for all your help and support. It's changed my life.